Hello and welcome back to Newsmin. My name's Lumin and right now it's time for a quick BlizzCon Day 2 recap. With all the big announcements on Day 1, Day 2 is mostly just smaller news pieces that you'd have to read through and fully explore yourselves. So that and a whole lot of eSports. First up is Overwatch. In the Overwatch Open Q&A, we heard that the team would love to do more PvE content like Junkenstein's Revenge in the future. Competitive 1v1 and 3v3 could happen if the community wants to see it. For now, it'll just be in the arcade. They'd love to give every hero their own animated short at some point. One day they'd like to have a full server browser of matches to hop into and much more. You can read a full transcription below. Next up, Hearthstone. In Hearthstone's Open Q&A, we learned that the team has no intention of adding new classes if they can't make them feel unique. They would like to eventually get alternate heroes out for every class. They would love to do something beyond the 500 wins golden hero portraits, but haven't figured anything out that works yet. We've been told there will only be 9 tri-class cards in Mean Streets of Gadgetzan. They like the idea of more creative co-op content for Hearthstone, and they're seriously considering doing more of it in the future. They're looking into the possibility of expanding Hearthstone lore with short stories and much more. Additionally, some new Mean Streets of Gadgetzan cards were both revealed and leaked. You can find a link to them below, along with a full transcription of the Q&A. Then World of Warcraft. In the Open Q&A, we heard that Medan being Guardian is not canon. The Stranglethorn Fishing Tournament should be back pretty soon. The WoW token may well be usable for other paid services at some point in the not-too-distant future. The team is looking into increasing the default backpack size. Tomb of Sargeras raid armor will be heavily inspired by Black Temple sets. Artifacts probably won't be hidden into the next expansion with us, but we will still be able to transmog their appearance onto our new weapons. Those artifact appearances might no longer be attainable after the end of Legion, however. Pit battle dungeons are something that might happen soon, undead paladins could potentially be a thing, and much more. Recaps of the cinematic, design retrospective, and level design panels can also be found below for anyone interested, along with a Q&A transcription. For Diablo 3, we had a dev talk and Q&A panel, art and design panel, and lightning talks. During all of these, we were told that seasons are coming to consoles. Along with the armory we were shown on day 1, we'll also be receiving convenient crafting material storage options. A whole lot of new enemies and items will be added to the game soon. The new zones being added next year are called the Moors and the Temple of the Firstborn. Challenge rifts are coming soon that'll snapshot an actual player's build from the game each week and let everyone take it for a spin in a static dungeon. And as with the other games, there's much more to read about below. Second to last, if you want to learn about the StarCraft II and DeepMind learning program, you can find a link to an article on the official site discussing and explaining it in full. Finally, eSports. If you still want to watch the grand final matches from day 2 yourselves and don't want to be spoiled, you might want to consider stopping the video now. Understood? Good. In Heroes of the Storm, Team Ballistics took Fnatic down in the finals with a score of 3-1. Biyun took Dark down in the StarCraft II finals with a score of 4-2. Pavel won the Hearthstone Grand Finals by beating Dr. Hippie, also with a score of 4-2. South Korea crushed Russia in the Overwatch Grand Finals with a score of 4-0. And lastly, Splice beat Method out with a pretty close 4-3 in the World of Warcraft Arena Grand Finals. You can find the Twitch TV VODs of the Grand Final games linked below. But that's it for BlizzCon Day 2. I'm done. Be sure to read all about everything mentioned in this video and much more below. Let me know what you think and check back here soon for more news. Happy that.